right, man. Terence Crawford did an interview with Bernie the Boxer. I'll kind of get to that. Do a live on that later on the whole interview. And for the most part, he said that he kind of pinpointed what happened with T.O. You know what I'm saying? And he talked about how if that was him or Tank Davis that had said those disparaging remarks or those racial remarks about that T.O. had for Terence and Devin. And then the next video, I'm gonna come back and talk about the whole "It Is What It Is" interview that T.O. did with with Cam and them. All right. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. So for the most part, he basically, said what happened. And basically his last fight, Teofimo Sr. tried to grab him and touch him. You know what I'm saying? He grabbed his shoulder and said, they was, they just want to make the fight or whatever. And, then he ran into him. Basically, he ran back into him on, at the UFC event. And he basically said he checked his daddy. He checked the daddy and, he was basically like, don't ever touch me again and all this type of stuff. And he mushed the daddy and he said T.O. ain't do nothing. He said he ain't do nothing. They were just saying they were just trying to get the fight. We trying to do everything to get the fight and all that type of stuff. And he basically said that it was between him and the daddy, and the son didn't do nothing. He was acting like a little McChicken. And that's pretty much how he said it lined up. It was really between the dad and the dad trying to touch him. It really wasn't about no words being exchanged because this was before he made those disparaging remarks. And he went in basically saying that if Tank said it or if he said something like that, that they would be canceled and all this type of stuff. So basically it was the whole issue with the daddy. All right. The daddy touching him. So he checked the daddy. T.O. kind of tried to get in there after security showed up. And, my thing is this, he said that it's a way that you call out a fighter. He said when he called out Aero or he called out Canelo, he still was respectful and T.O. was disrespectful. And it's a way that you properly go, and get those type of fights. And he's 100% right. Right. But at the same time, he's right. There's a different rule of the law. And what's so funny about it, and I think he alluded to this when kind of speaking on Devin Haney and saying that how, I guess he's starting to see the correlation about how people is treating him and Devin Haney. He's starting to see that, right? And he talked about, how it's black people that's the ones that's going against Terence Crawford and Devin Haney. He said it's black people that's doing that. It's black people that's ridiculing them, that's helping the Mexicans go against Devin Haney and, that's all that type of stuff that's happening. He said it's our own people that's doing it. And at the end of the day, I think a lot of people, shouldn't just be sitting here and a lot of the brothers shouldn't be here taking the disrespect. I don't think they should have to take this disrespect from black people and still owe a certain loyalty to the community. They don't owe a loyalty to the community. Like I said, Devin showed a lot of heart. He kept getting up. You know what I'm saying? He got cheated, but everybody acting like he the one that did the cheating. You know what I'm saying? He wrong for going to sue and all this stuff. And, and it's black people that's pushing the forefront. But these are the same people that's quick to call people raccoons. These are the same people that's quick to to say, oh, some racial happened against them. These are the same people to do those or say those type of things. And I definitely agree with Terence on this one, bro. Like, it's just to the point where, you ain't got no favor amongst your people. And it's sad. It's truly, truly sad. But at the end of the day, T.O. can say that we doing this just to get the fight and all this type of stuff. And we just doing what we got to do. It's the way you do it. But being racist is crazy. And then when your daddy already called another brother the N-word and got beat up, and y'all still being racist. Then your daddy come out here talking about, oh, we know, I have black grandkids and I love black people and all. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of my face with that. Get out of my face with that. They be killing me with that. Get out of my face with that. That's the quickest way to know somebody on some funny business. Oh yeah, I love black people. I have a black wife, or I have a black girlfriend, I have black grandchildren, and what? Who asked you? Who asked you? Who absolutely asked you? But I'm telling you, in this box community, I talked about this last night on the live. In the box community, bro, and these it's only 5% solid people in the community when you talking about content creators, media, journalists, whatever you want to call it, even including the fighters. Only 5% real people. What you find out interviewing people in boxing, or you find out in the boxing where a lot of these dudes they have little beefs behind the scenes from the amateurs, or little falling outs, or they jealous. And don't worry, we'll work. We'll get Keyshawn later. A lot of them be jealous. They can't embrace their journey. They be jealous. So it don't really surprise me that people go against the grain. And some brothers made it up in brought up in the chat. Aaron Pryor went through the same thing. Larry Holmes went through the same thing. So this is just not something new in boxing. There's been no more hate. There's not been more hated fighters throughout the history in boxing than Larry Holmes and Aaron Pryor. Not too many I could think of. And what was so messed up about the hate that they received? What was so messed up about the hate that they actually received? Guess what? A lot of that hate that they got, it came from their own people. A lot of the hate that they got, it came from their own people. These are, the Crawford hate is spearheaded by black people. Believe it or not. The Crawford hate is spearheaded by black people. All right. It's spearheaded by black people. The Devin Haney hate is spearheaded by black people, not Mexicans. Not Mexicans, black people. So don't forget it. That's what it's spearheaded by. So, but at the end of the day, T.O.'s a clown. Nobody pays him since. But, and Bud kind of talked about how they own people going against him and Devin. Even Bernie was hating on Devin at a point in time. We might as well throw it on the floor. He was. When a lot of these brothers see somebody successful and he can say, well, he trying to be like Floyd. All you niggas trying to be like Floyd. That ain't nothing new. All you niggas trying to shoulder roll like Floyd. All y'all trying to box like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? All y'all want to be like Floyd, fight once a year like Floyd, pity pat roll like Floyd. It was one point people wanted to be like Ali. It was one point people wanted to be like Sugar Ray Robinson. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But a lot of these dudes hate on Devin because it's something that they wish they could be. They wish they could have in a relationship with their father. They wish they could be set up for success. They think, oh, I got it out the mud, or I got it out the mud. That make you tougher. That make your story any better. Like, nobody care about that. Your parents' job is to make it easier for you than they had it. So if your parents didn't make it easier for you and then leave you nothing and then set you up for success, who fault is that? Who fault is that? Huh? Who actual fault is that? So, and those are the same dudes who turn around and they engage from the community, or they detach from the community, and then these the same dudes y'all call sellouts. You know, often I see it. Same dudes that try to help the community out, that try to date single mothers, who try to date black women, who lived in the neighborhoods, and y'all robbed and still stole from them. And then when they wash the hands of the community, they getting called sellouts. Sellouts don't. People ain't born sellouts. Let me say that. I don't even consider that selling out. At that point, you have every reason to leave the community. It's called making an adjustment or adapting. You know, you come to the hood and all your stuff stole all the time. You come to the, you date, a bunch of different women in the community, and it's all the same thing. Why wouldn't you go somewhere where you celebrated? Why wouldn't you go somewhere where they took care of you? You know, could you blame Terence? Could you blame Devin? Could you blame Aaron Pryor? Could you blame Larry Holmes if they didn't want to be around black people? If they didn't want to support and donate to black people on how they treated them, you can't blame them people on that. You're supposed to sit here and take abuse. You're supposed to sit here and take abuse. It's just abuse. Because you know why people how people in the community want you to sit here and take that abuse? Because they want you to be miserable just like them. So at the end of the day, I don't believe in that. You should, honor thy brother, honor thy sister. Fuck all that. These black people, bro, out here today, man, you gotta do what's best for you. And if that's going to another community, do it, bro. If that's moving out the community, do it, bro. Because you're seeing it live throughout generations. You know, Muhammad Ali was calling Joe Frazier a monkey. Somebody brought up in the chat that Riddick Bowe called Legend Joe a monkey. So they pick and choose who they want to pedestalize in the black community. It's just like a superhero movie. It's kind of like the Hulk and Thanos. Somebody had to be the bottom B and somebody had to be the top dog. They couldn't have two alphas in the movies. They can't have two titans in class. Somebody got to be seen as the lesser. They got to be a good and got to be evil. Got to be a red light, got to be a green light. They programmed to think you either got to be on this side of things or that side of things. You got to be a Democrat or you got to be a Republican. You got to be liberal or you got to be a conservative. And that's necessarily so. You can agree with some of the liberal views. You can agree with some of the conservative views. There could be two alphas. There could be two dominants. There could be, but they always want to condition you. It got to be a good or a bad, a hero or a villain. Not necessarily. A lot of the times it's just a point of view. They want you to only look at it from one point of view. They don't want you to put yourself in the other person's shoes and what would you do? Shout out to the Dog Pound. That was a dope song. But boom up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the Patreon. Our links in the link trees in the description as well. Check me on Instagram, X, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Kick, Twitch. Follow me all on there. I appreciate that. All them links in the description. Check out the Free Game 89 channel, back producing over there. That links in the description and the link tree. All this in the description and link tree. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. That's there. Want to donate to the channel, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link, all in the description, the link tree. Y'all can find those things. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.